Hello everybody, it's Donna. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is going to be a quick video just to show you what I did with the backgrounds that I made with the gel press and Distress Oxide inks. I also previously showed you these little, I guess they're snippets or clusters. I am using, or did use some of them in the final product, I guess. I'm not using all of them because I wanted to keep some of them for my junk journal because I'm not sure how I'm going to decorate it, so I wanted to keep all my options open. So I did use some, but I also wanted to make sure I didn't keep some of my elements. I didn't want too much dimension on them, so I had to be careful a little bit. So I did use some. So we're just going to put those away for a second. Okay, I made these out of some of them I did in tag shape already. Other ones I cut afterwards. Sometimes I had to cut like the best part. Some of the prints didn't turn out the way I wanted them to turn out. So I made them all into tag shapes, and I did stitched around all of them with different colors of thread. Some of the thread's a little bit lighter because I am still getting used to sewing on cardstock. Actually, I'm still getting used to just sewing, period, on my new machine I just bought. I did some, after I sewed them, I put index cards. I just glued the index cards onto the back to make them like journaling cards so there'd be a spot to write. For me, a junk journal, I just don't want it filled with pretty things. I want it to be useful. So I would have loved to have one of these when my son was younger. I would have done it all like in blues and boys tones, and it would have been really quick and easy to put all those little things you want to keep tucked away. Did some stamping on some of them. Some of them I attached some of the clusters. Did put an eyelet, and some ribbon. And they're all a little bit different. So I'm just going to quickly go through them. Some of them might be a little bit more Valentine's Day like. These ones I just put, some of them I just put whatever scraps I happen to have sitting on my desk. This one doesn't really fit into my theme, but it was still cute. So these are the Tim Hortons. I don't know what they're called, but they come in a pad with, and they're sticky backed, and some of them are white, some of them are black. It just makes it a little bit easier sometimes for adding words to your ephemera or whatever you're doing. These butterflies are so adorable. They came from a dollar store or a discount store. They're so cute. I'm going to have to get some more next time I can, when we open up a bit, I'll be able to go get some more. This is an old Stampin' Up! Stamp that I found in my stash that covered the whole front. And still, same stitching, same on the back. One of my junk journals is going to be pink, and one of them is going to be more with the lavender tones, the purple tones. That's why I chose those two colors. Then I also did some on yellow because I love yellow. I also like the cornmeal-y type yellow. Don't have any plans for these ones right away, but they'll go in my stash. This one I took a Stampin' Up! Stamp and just, I think it was called Handwritten, and just stamped the whole background because I thought the background was a little bit plain. And yet it really wasn't. It probably would have been fine without it. But. And then the last one, which is again not with the cluster, just took a postage stamp and a feather and then some other little sticker. Okay, so that was the tags, the regular tags. Then I did these little, I don't know if you want to call them tags or what they are, but I figured these are from prints that I didn't really like the whole print. So I wanted to kind of chop up the cards that I did and just use the parts that I liked. So that's what I did with these. These can even be bookmarks if they don't have too much dimension on them. Again, some of the butterflies that I just absolutely love. This I think might be the opposite to this one. It might be the basket weave, but depending on which way you stamp the embossing folder into your ink, it'll give you a different type of image. Another purple one. And it's the same thing, it's just backwards the way I stamped it into the ink. So that's what those ones were. So as I said, those were just kind of extras to use up some of those pieces I had left over. These are other pieces that are enough for like maybe not a tuck spot, but maybe a like a belly band almost, so you can just glue the top and bottom and still slide something underneath them. but I figured, you know, I just don't know what I'm going to do with them, so I don't really want to throw them out just yet. So until my journal is done, I'm going to keep them. This is one little lonely piece that I just stitched around. That will be a pocket. It will just be glued right down onto 3 sides. These are some leftovers that will probably be turned into pockets or tuck spots. I didn't want to do that just now because I'm not sure what size or what orientation I wanted them to go in. So they're basically all being cut down to card size, and I will just keep them. All the pink ones I'll put in with my other pink stuff for my pink junk journal. And I don't have a spot for the lavender yet, so I'll just put it with my rest of my ephemera type stuff. And then we'll see what we will make out of them. These ones are corner pockets. I kind of messed up the sewing of the yellow one, so I only have the one. But I'm not working on a yellow journal right now anyway, so we'll just tuck that aside. This one's not really purple. It's one that I did with different colors on the gel plate. It did turn out really cute. I think, you know, I quite like that. It will probably go okay with my purple journal. The sewing wasn't the greatest because I didn't mean to do that sewing. I meant to do a straight line, but I did change the sewing machine. Again, live and learn. So those are 3. These are just the 2. I already showed you these and when I made them. These are just 2 that are left over that I will probably keep for the outside edge. Something like that. I'm not sure. That's why I kept them sewn all together instead of separating the clusters out. I'm not sure because they're not really purple. They're pink and purple on this one, and then they're different colors on that one, so I'm not really sure, but I'm planning that one right out properly. Okay, these are the CD holders that I did. All I did was attach one little cluster to the bottom. Now these will, you can either take this off and then just glue it right onto a page, or you can paper clip it to the front of a page just like that, and then it will sit in there just like that. And these are great for like if you wanted to put a picture, or even something like tickets from some event you went to that you wanted to keep. I thought these were adorable, and I loved how they turned out with just the simple gel press and then the clusters. These I did all with clusters because this is when I first started decorating, and I wasn't worried about running out of the clusters until after I finished and realized I might want to slow down a bit. Again, the pink will go with my pink stuff. Lavender and the yellow will just be put aside. Then, last but not least, I decided I had to make some cards with some of them. This was one I did with thanks. I didn't show you how I did it, but all I did was die cut out the thanks, and I put it upside down on top of the ink, and then took the impression, and that's what I got out of that. And then I just put, using a Stampin' Up! Stamp and die, I just, for the sentiment. And that was it. This one is using the Gorgeous Posies stamp set from Stampin' Up! And then I just cut them out individually. Actually, I used my scan and cut for that one, but they're really simple to cut out too. And then again, an old die and stamp from Stampin' Up! Some embellishments. And then I'm using, I think this is the Misty Moonlight, I believe it is. Hold on, let me tell you what color that is. It's one of the new colors that just came out. Well, not just came out. Misty Moonlight has been out since the catalog last summer. But it really went along well with this background, and this was the maybe worn lipstick. I'm not really sure, from the Distress Oxide line. I think that's so pretty. I did put them up on dimensionals there. And then this one used one where I did with the circles in the background, and this is the Ornate Border dies, I believe it is, and a really old Stampin' Up! Stamp. This one, because it was so plain, I could not decide. I didn't think it was, what's the word, like intense enough for a happy birthday, so I thought with the good luck that might be okay for that one. Okay, so those were 3 cards I made of them. And then last, I have these envelopes that I did. Now, I do have an idea what to use or make with these. I saw, maybe it was Pam from the Paper Outpost, do little tiny notebooks with them or something like that. So I'm not really sure. This one didn't do the back side because I thought I was going to keep it open. Not really sure what I'll do with them. I might actually do a video showing what I do with them. But for now, I'm just going to keep them off to the side. Okay, so that's it. That's what I did with my backgrounds. I do hope you will join me in some gel press art adventures, and give it a try. And we will catch you, of course, next time in another video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and hit that bell icon to be notified each time I upload a new video. Thanks for watching, and stay safe.